Hey guys, today we have Brajesh Kumar and he is having total 4.8 years of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices domain. And those who want to give same frame of interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Brajesh, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Faizan. Thank you. What about you?
Yes, I'm also good. Shall we start?
Yeah, sure. We
Yeah,
can
can you
start.
please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yeah, sure. So my name is
Mm-hmm.
Brijesh Kumar. I have a 4.8 year experience,
Mm-hmm.
including tech stack like a Java, Spring
Mm-hmm.
Boot,
Mm-hmm.
microservices, and
Mm-hmm.
databases. Currently, I'm
Mm-hmm.
working in TCS. So
Okay,
currently, my project domain is a banking domain.
banking
So
domain. Okay.
yeah, so
What do you think? What would be the or what is the toughest part while working in a banking project?
So in a while working in a banking domain, we ensure the
Mm-hmm.
requirement would be clear and
Okay.
code, whatever you have write code, so it should be clear and corrected.
Mm-hmm.
If you like
Okay.
think this is right approach, whether
Mm-hmm.
right or not, so you should ensure or you should ask your lead or architecture.
Okay. 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 So Brajesh, I have a question, not a technical one. The question is, I mean, in your his career history, something is happened like amount is debited or credited unnecessarily due to some code issues.
Yeah, it is happen. So that
Okay.
is why we are working in a corrected part. So previously they are implemented something wrong. So that is why
Uh,
we are there to correct the
okay. So this
right.
was happened in your career history.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice. Okay, so then how someone, if someone is working on a banking project, what best practices they should follow? Can you please tell me?
Yeah, they first follow the right approach.
Mm-hmm.
First, take a architecture level understanding before the
Mm-hmm.
starting, before going to start like a coding part.
Mm-hmm.
And second, take a correct requirement from
Okay.
the business
Mm-hmm.
BA or like a product owner,
Mm-hmm.
and then start the write the code.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
yeah, so these are basically method we can say
Mm. Okay.
follow.
Okay. So tell me, in your project where you are using heap and stack memory.
So heap and stack memory, whenever we create a object, so we
Mm-hmm.
create a user like a heap memory.
Mm-hmm.
And when we use like a class level variable with the
Mm-hmm.
static keyword,
Mm-hmm.
so that time we use like a stack memory.
Okay. Okay. So can two different objects have the same reference in the memory?
No,
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Every object has a unique memory address. That's correct.
correct.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, guys, I want to share something important with you. Actually, Brajesh prepared from our interview preparation kit and cracked multiple interviews. We have also referred him to the multiple companies. So, let me tell you, this interview preparation kit has four main parts. The first is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert, and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in the interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects. Code and video recorded sessions are there, and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you get referred from the top MNCs. So basically, this material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, Kafka, microservices, Maven, Git coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. You can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full kit with project support and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview. And guys, before moving to our interview, I would like to know the true feedback from Brajesh, because he has purchased our interview preparation kit. So Brajesh, can you please give true opinion or feedback?
Yes, so many of the question asked in many MNC
Mm-hmm.
companies like Capgemini. I have given many interview like
Okay.
IBM, Capgemini. So
Mm-hmm.
they asked many question asked from
This
that.
material.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, so means overall it was very helpful for you, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. Now let's move to our interview. Okay, so suppose you have a recursive method with no base condition. Which memory will overflow first, heap or stack?
Recursive
Uh,
heap and
Heap or stack, like which memory will overflow first?
I would, I'm not sure,
Okay,
but
okay.
heap
Uh,
memory would be,
okay.
I'm
So
not sure.
have you heard about stack overflow?
Yeah, I had, and whenever we apply the while loop,
Mm-hmm.
so when we loop like a infin goes to the infinite, then
Mm-hmm.
memory stack we are getting the
Yeah,
error.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the recursion case also, stack overflow will be happen. Each recursive call pushes a new frame onto the stack.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I will go through. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, can you tell me the concept of garbage collection in Java and why is it needed?
So basically, garbage collector.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we create a object, so
Mm-hmm.
there is no needed for the that object. So
Mm-hmm.
the object goes to the garbage collector and reclaim
Okay.
the memory by the garbage
Mm-hmm.
collector. So with the help of the garbage collector, we enhance the memory
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
improve the yeah performance.
Mm. Okay, okay. Okay, so do you know about serial parallel given these garbage collectors?
No, sorry.
Okay,
Se-
okay.
Serial.
Yeah, serial, parallel, and G1. Serial is nothing but single threaded, and parallel is multi threaded. G1 and region based.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, since you said garbage collection prevents some memory leaks and all of the stuff, right? Uh, so, my question is, can memory leak occurs in Java even though it has a garbage collection?
Garbage collect. Yeah, sometimes yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's may happen if like
Mm-hmm.
you create a object and like a object is no longer available,
Mm-hmm.
but it reference somewhere.
Okay.
So that time memory would be a leak. So that is the reason to leak the memory.
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's correct. Because static collections, holding unused objects, event listeners not removed, caches without eviction policies. So these are some reasons, right? Okay, so tell me, let's say you are working on something, right, and you see out of memory error. So how would you approach finding the root cause and how will you fix this error?
So memory out of stack error, it's something in a background is a continuously. So that is
Uh-huh.
the main reason to out of stack memory.
Okay.
So first check where is the where we apply the loop and
Mm-hmm.
where is the apply the infinite condition like you said like a recursive, right? So
Okay.
where we check the condition, if the condition is
Mm-hmm.
correct, then
Mm-hmm.
it will not throw the exception.
Mm. Okay. Okay, so tell me the role of caching mechanism in a project.
कैसे mechanism
Yes, yes.
so basically we use like a spring boot कैसे, right?
Mm-hmm. Spring Boot cache,
Right?
and there are other caches as well. Redis cache, Spring Boot default cache.
Yes. So currently I haven't used in my
Okay.
current project कैसे,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Okay, so moving ahead. Mm. So can you please tell me how can we create objects in Java? What are the different ways to create objects?
So with the help of the new keyword we can
Mhm.
create new object.
Mhm.
So a new instance of the method with the help
Mhm.
of that we can create an instance.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there are two ways that what I know.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's fine. There is one more way like clone. We can clone objects, right? We can create by cloning.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Uh, okay. So moving ahead, have you worked with Java generics?
Java generic, yes.
Okay, okay. So what's the use of Java generics?
Java generic basically provides like a object of the primitive type.
Mm-hmm.
So with the help of the we create we will work with object.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why we are using Java generic.
Okay. Can you create an instance of a generic type parameter?
Yes, we can create a instance of the generic type.
Okay, so how can we create?
Create suppose we can take a one
Mm,
integer. So integer equals int equals to new
mm-hmm.
integer.
Okay. Yeah, I think we can create an instance of some other things, but I mean, talking about generic, so I think no. The answer is no, because due to type razor, JVM doesn't know the actual type at runtime.
Okay,
That's why
okay,
we will not be able to create an instance of a generic type. Okay.
okay, I will go through, I will
Yeah, yeah,
double
yeah.
check.
Yeah, it's fine, fine. Okay, so moving ahead. Uh, um, okay, now let's move to the Spring Boot part. So tell me, what
Yes.
is Spring Boot and how does it differ from the traditional framework?
So Spring Boot basically
Mm-hmm.
uh, remove the boilerplate code and remove
Okay.
the tight coupling as
Mm-hmm.
from the Java. So
Mm-hmm.
Spring Boot basically easy our life to write the code or like
Mm-hmm.
a configure the code. We just
Mm-hmm.
configure the something, few thing,
Mm-hmm.
and our application is ready to write the
Mm-hmm.
actual business logic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Spring Boot basically we have like some annotation with the help of them
Mm-hmm.
we create like some remove the boilerplate code and
Okay.
we focus only business
Mm-hmm.
part.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, why is Spring Boot preferred in microservice development?
Spring Boot so Spring Boot also support like a microservices.
Mm-hmm.
So Spring Boot basically is a like a framework, Spring framework. And
Okay.
microservices basically architecture that
Mm-hmm.
provides some cloud or like
Mm.
a cloud level support. Yeah, that is why.
Okay. Okay. Tell me the purpose of Spring Boot application annotation.
So Spring Boot annotation basically first like a Spring Boot application, that is the
Mm-hmm.
main application, that is the combination of the three annotation
Mm-hmm.
at the rate configuration, at the rate enable auto configuration, at the
Mm-hmm.
rate component scan.
Mm-hmm.
So these are basically
So
annotation.
can
Those
you
are
tell me the role of these three annotations?
yeah, yeah, sure. So
Mm-hmm.
configuration basically, as you know, if we work with the Spring, so we have
Mm-hmm.
lot of configuration manually with the
Mm-hmm.
help of XML file, and we create a application context and provide the path of the uh, XML file. But in a auto configuration file, we just at the rate annotation use.
Mm-hmm.
So it remove like basically configure all those things.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
Okay.
the auto configuration.
Mm-hmm.
Component scan basically whatever whenever we create a bean, so it scan based on the over the class like at the rate
Mm-hmm.
component we have at the rate repository at the rate service controller whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
scan the package. So scan all the bean over
Okay.
the class. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, what is Spring Boot's auto configuration and how does it work?
So auto configuration basically configure like a inject. We have a concept of the dependency injection.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we like auto configuration basically provide inject the dependency those object we use like some annotation like auto
Mm-hmm.
wire or like a
Mm-hmm.
fit dependency like a setter or
Mm-hmm.
like fit injection. So
Mm-hmm.
all those object scan with the help of the iterate auto enable configuration.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How would you disable auto configuration for a specific class?
So we have like a auto configuration equals to attribute like a package. So provide the package with the class name.
Okay. We can exclude, right? There is a
Yes, attribute. Yes,
thing
yes, exclude.
exclude attribute inside the Spring Boot application annotation.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, what are the starters, Spring Boot starters, and why are they useful?
Spring Boot starter
Mm,
basically whenever we create a application web project, so
mm-hmm.
with the help of the Spring.io starter basically create a web application and automatically select the dependency from
Mm,
there.
okay. Okay. Can you create a custom starter for internal use in your project or company?
Starter, yes. So we can
How?
configure. So
Mm-hmm.
like we want like a Spring a project. So we use like a application context, inject some dependency, and inject some dependency and any instance application context and
Mm-hmm.
application context dot we have like a bean factory or like some reusable classes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So create a
Uh,
context.
okay. Okay. So what all things are required in
Yes,
creating the starter? So, so we need dependencies, right? Auto configuration class with Spring.factories. We need package and publish to internal Maven repo.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So tell me the difference between application properties and YAML file.
Application properties and application ML file.
Yes. Yes.
So both are we define the properties of
Mm-hmm.
uses in a whatever uses in a Spring Boot project necessary.
Mm-hmm.
So like properties YML file format the indentation format, but
Mm-hmm.
dot properties file like a write a simple line by line format.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the main difference. But it Spring would prefer first properties file.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Which one would you choose and why?
Yeah, I would like choose YML file because its format like a looks good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay. Can you please tell me the purpose of profile annotation in Spring Boot?
profile annotation basically use for the profiling to take a environment take a value from the like a GitHub,
Mm-hmm.
take value from the like some other sources.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, how do you activate a profile at runtime?
Provide the path. So we have like
Mm-hmm.
environment like provide dev QA or
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
preview.
can provide in YAML or app property, so we can also give the command in the command line argument, right? Like spring.profiles.active is equal to dev, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, so suppose you have a dev, QA, and prod profiles. How would you configure different database URLs for each environment?
So we have a data source. With the data source, we have like a path, username, password or
Hmm.
URL.
Okay.
Where we,
So
yeah,
what happens if no profile is active?
it by default take global configuration.
Okay, global, which global?
So we have like a environment specific file like dev YML file, QA YML file, prev
Hmm.
YML file, and application.yml file. So if
Hmm.
it doesn't specify the proper,
Hmm.
so it take a application.yml file.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So how do you package a Spring Boot application as a jar or war?
Jar basically.
Okay, no, my question is how would you do? How do you package a Spring Boot application as a jar? If you are saying jar, then how would you package Spring Boot application as a jar?
I'm not sure, but
Okay.
whenever we build the create build,
Mm-hmm.
so we write a mbn clean install, so automatically builds created a jar file.
There is a plugin, Spring Boot Maven plugin, right? We could use this plugin and create a jar files, right? Executable jars, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, so Brajesh, tell me what are the different ways to run a Spring Boot application?
Basically, as of now, I have run two way. First way with the help of IDE, click on the
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
second way CMD command
Okay.
line.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are the
two way.
differences between running these from these two ways?
So main difference, nothing is different. Just if we use like a command line, we just open the
Mm-hmm.
CMD and provide the Spring Boot, sorry, hyphen jar.
Mm-hmm.
Provide the path of the jar of the project.
Mm-hmm.
So it will run
Okay.
CMD. We don't need to open the ID and everything and click on the
Mm-hmm.
it's running or not. So that is the main
Okay.
difference.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have experience working on JUnit Mockito, right?
Yes, actually we
Yes.
use one plugin,
Okay.
J2U,
Okay.
so that
So,
generate the
can you please tell me the difference between JUnit 4 and JUnit 5?
JUnit 4 and JUnit 5.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Okay, okay. So yes, let me tell you, JUnit 4 uses before, after, before class, after class, these type of annotations. JUnit 5 uses before each, after each, before all, after all, right?
Yes, yes.
JUnit
I
5.
think those are before the class and after the class. Those are deprecated in class JUnit 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And also JUnit 5 allows nested tests. I mean, there is a main test, and inside there is some test, right? With a nested annotation. JUnit 5 also supports multiple extensions via extend with annotation.
Yeah, yeah. I will try those
Yes,
annotations.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so moving ahead. Can you tell me the difference between mock annotation and inject mock annotation?
So mock inject basically inject the dependency. So we
Mm-hmm.
have like two classes and one class is dependent as consider class A and consider class B. Consider
Mm-hmm.
class A dependent on the class B. So we inject with the help of the mock inject
Mm-hmm.
and mock basically prepare the data
Mm-hmm.
for the dummy data.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, suppose you are testing a user service that depends on a user repository, right? How would you use the mock the repo? I mean, how would you mock the repository so that test doesn't hit the database?
Yes. So first, like a main service,
Mm-hmm.
like a mock dot. So first, user service, private user and
Mm-hmm.
variable. At the
Mm-hmm.
rate, inject the mock inject. Use the annotation and private user
Mm-hmm.
repository, and repo at the rate mock. So if we use like those annotations, so it will not goes to the actual database.
Mm. Okay. How would you test exception scenarios with Mockito?
So we have like assertion a class in a JUnit. So if we use like assert dot we have like multiple assertion in a
Mm-hmm.
JUnit. So we use them to verify those data.
Mm-hmm. What is Spring Boot test annotation?
Spring Boot test annotation, it applied or over the class.
Okay. And
Yeah,
what is data JPA test annotation?
data
Data JPA test.
data JPA test.
Hmm.
I haven't used. Sorry.
Okay, okay, that's fine. So basically, it loads only JPA component. Uh,
Okay.
yes, yes, only JPA component, and it provides a transaction rollback after each test, and it excludes web layer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. By default, it uses in-memory database of if on class. Otherwise, it tries configure data sources.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So how can you control whether a Spring Boot test starts the embedded server or not?
So embedded. So when we start the application, it's showing the log in a console like
Mm-hmm.
808, which start port started.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
so we in a log we it's showing like application started, like
Mm-hmm.
Tomcat is started. So
Mm-hmm.
if we see the login, we can say like a Tomcat server is started.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. How can you control? Okay, so I already asked this question. Moving to the different set of questions. So, what is test containers and why it is used in Spring Boot projects? Do you know?
Test container.
Mhm.
Sorry, I
Okay, okay.
what
So a
is.
library that starts real Docker containers for database. It's a DevOps thing. I think I'm not sure whether you are aware or not. So it's fine if you are not aware. This is a part of DevOps team, right? There is something test containers.
Yes,
Okay.
so basically use Docker for the
Mm-hmm.
containerization. So DevOps basically use, but we use
Yeah.
like a, DevOps team for the deploy for the configure thing. We just deploy the project and build the deploy. Started the
Mm.
build. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, so let's say in your CI/CD pipeline, some Spring Boot integration tests are flaky due to environment differences or are not working fine. How would you stabilize them?
So in our deployment, where we see the each part uh, like a Maven run, Java,
Hmm.
JVM run build is successfully. So if like application fell due to the some reason, so we check basically configuration in CI/CD pipeline.
Okay. Okay, so let's say you have created a test case. Let's say you have created few test cases. They all are working in your local. When you push your code into the GitHub, pipeline is failing due to those test cases. So what would be the issue?
So whatever we provide the path of the uh,
Mm-hmm.
Maven path. So that is the maybe the some reason path issue, or yeah, it's working in local, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Uh,
it's maybe the configuration issue in
yeah,
a
it may be the configuration issue. It may be the mocking issue. You are not able to, I mean, mocking is not done properly, or right, or
yes,
environment issues. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay, and versions issue. Maybe you are using some higher versions in local, but not in your cloud.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. So tell me what is test coverage?
So basically, we use Sonar Q
Mm-hmm.
for the
Mm-hmm.
test coverage.
Okay.
So for the each service like coverage, test coverage
Mm-hmm.
would be 85%.
Okay.
Then then only the deployment happen. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
they would not prefer the
Okay.
deployment. If like coverage is below in 80% or
Mm-hmm.
like 85.
Okay. So do you know about integration tests?
Integration test, yes.
Integration testing.
Yeah, basically we use like API is ready,
Mm-hmm.
so we provide to UI team. So
Mm-hmm.
they basically integrate API and
Mm-hmm.
test whatever we UI or backend thing that
Mm-hmm.
is called integration testing.
Okay. So how it is different with unit testing?
So unit testing is a piece of the code.
Mm-hmm.
Like we write some code and we test in our code.
Mm-hmm.
UI developer also write their his code and they also test their code.
Mm-hmm.
But we integrate like backend and UI.
Mm-hmm.
We check like this button is working. Click on the button. It
Mm-hmm.
comes in a backend on
Mm-hmm.
server end. So it's fine. That is called integration testing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So can you please tell me the best practices for testing in Spring Boot projects?
So best practice. For the each service must have a unit test case
Mm-hmm.
so that code coverage would be like
So what
80
if
plus.
someone is not writing unit test cases and all? What would happen?
So it is not a right approach because we, if we want
Mm-hmm.
to ensure our code, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever we have written the code and
Mm-hmm.
method or function and variable,
Mm-hmm.
so it should not ensure, and we cannot say
Our
your code.
application will be able to run or not?
Yeah, application will be run. No issue in application side.
Okay, okay, okay. But yeah, it's a best practices, right?
Yes,
To
yes.
write test cases and all. Okay. So do we
Without
have
that,
other ways also writing JUnit test case, unit test cases other than JUnit or?
JUnit, yeah, many plugin to write a unit test
Mm-hmm.
case like JUnit, TestNG,
Okay.
TestNG also, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
part
Okay.
of the, yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay, Brajesh. It's done from my end, and